You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic.
Ryan Poles just gave a huge update on a possible contract extension for Keenan Allen. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of KIEQ on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you also do me a huge favor by also liking today's video as well. That would be very much appreciated. So Ryan Poles gave a huge update on a possible contract extension for new wide receiver Keenan Allen. As we all know, Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears were very busy in adding a very talented offense around new rookie quarterback Caleb Williams. And when you look at the current state of contracts in the wide receiver room, you obviously have DJ Moore for 2 more years. You now have Odunze for 4 years plus the 5th-year option as well, since he was a first-round pick for the Chicago Bears. But when you look at the contract situation surrounding Keenan Allen, it gets a little bit tricky because Keenan Allen is on the last year of his deal, meaning if the Chicago Bears were not to get a deal done with Keenan Allen, that means he would be a free agent after the season. But Ryan Poles actually addressed this issue while on Waddle and Sylvie, ESPN 1000, and General Manager Ryan Poles did not weave around the question. These are the exact words that GM Ryan Poles had to say about a possible contract extension for Keenan Allen. Check this out, Bears fans.
What is the plan right now with Keenan Allen's contract?
Yeah, we're just going to, keep it moving through the season and see how everything plays out. There isn't a sense of urgency there right now, but we'll see how everything kind of unfolds as we get into the season.
So you want him to play here before you engage in any sort of contract talks?
Yeah, we have a good relationship with the agent and have had some conversations that I'll keep private, but both sides are in a good spot.
So Bears fans, this is obviously a huge update on the whole situation around Keenan Allen's contract extension. I know there's a lot of Bears fans, including myself, that were curious about it because we all knew that we traded away a 4th-round pick to bring Keenan Allen to Chicago, which it was a great move by Ryan Poles. Keenan Allen is an amazing receiver coming off one of the best years of his career with the Los Angeles Chargers. But we do understand that he only had 1 year left on his contract. And just like Ryan Poles just stated in a little clip that I showed you guys on today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic, both sides have agreed that no extension talks will happen before or during the season. The Bears want to see how Allen does this year before engaging in a possible new deal. And to me, this decision by Ryan Poles, is the right decision. I personally feel that Ryan Poles is making the right decision with this approach on a possible new extension for wide receiver Keenan Allen. Once again, Keenan Allen is a terrific player. There's no question. However, you have to understand the situation. He will turn 32 this season, and there is no telling how the effectiveness will be with Keenan Allen. I know there's sometimes when you get that age, there's a decline. I'm not saying that Keenan Allen's going to decline anytime soon, but sometimes Mother Nature has other plans. Keenan Allen's coming off one of the best seasons in his career with the Los Angeles Chargers, so I feel like he still has a couple of years left in the tank. But I think Ryan Poles is smart for wanting to see it first in Chicago before he hands him a massive 2-year extension, right? I think another thing that we have to understand and think about, you already have DJ Moore for 2 more years. You just drafted Odunze with the number 9 overall pick in the 2024 NFL draft. So you have him for 4 years plus a 5th-year option since he was a first-round pick for the organization. I think that's why picking Odunze at 9 was absolutely huge, because it gives you that insurance if Keenan Allen does come here and happens to flop, which I don't think it's going to happen. I think Keenan Allen's going to be a big-time player for the Chicago Bears offense and for new quarterback Caleb Williams. I think he will be a go-to guy for Caleb Williams. But if he does come in here and flops and he doesn't have the success that Ryan Poles thought he would have in this offense for some random reason, at least you still have DJ Moore. At least you still have Odunze for Caleb Williams to throw to. And in my mind, I think those are still 2 big-time weapons for Caleb Williams, DJ Moore and Odunze. And then let's say he does happen to walk. Let's say Keenan Allen doesn't play well. They don't extend him and he does walk. now the Chicago Bears will have that extra money to spend elsewhere on maybe some other needs that the Chicago Bears roster may have after the season. So to me, it is smart that Ryan Poles decided to make this decision, and I think it's best for the Chicago Bears organization, because if you did pay Keenan Allen that massive 2-year extension, because Keenan Allen wants a lot of money, I think he still wants to make anywhere from $15 to $20 million per year. And that is a huge gamble for a guy that's going to be turning 32 this season. So it would be a huge gamble for Ryan Poles to pay him that massive 2-year extension to stay with the Chicago Bears and not even see the product yet on the field. So I think it would have been a risky gamble for Ryan Poles. So I'm really glad that Ryan Poles has a good relationship with the agent of Keenan Allen, and that they all agreed that it was best for Keenan Allen and the Chicago Bears organization to just allow Keenan Allen to play some games before they engage in those contract extension negotiations with the Chicago Bears. So overall, Bears fans, obviously if Keenan Allen comes in here and absolutely tears it up with the Chicago Bears this season, I would be totally comfortable with offering Keenan Allen a massive extension, maybe 2-3 years, to allow him to retire a Chicago Bear. But it makes total sense that Ryan Poles and the Bears organization doesn't want to jump the gun on this, because you don't know what Keenan Allen's going to do for the Chicago Bears offense. We're all expecting him to be a huge part of this offense, which I think that is a accurate assumption, that Keenan Allen is going to be a big time player for Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears offense, but you just never know. And, once again, he is about to turn 32 years old. So there was no reason for Ryan Poles to jump the gun on a contract extension. So Bears fans, before I let you guys go, let me ask you guys this. Do you think Ryan Poles is making the right decision on waiting on a possible contract extension for Keenan Allen? Let me know down below in the comment section. But as always, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. And make sure you share this episode of KIEQ on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, be back for all new Bears podcasts right here on KIEQ on the Mic. Thanks, guys. And as always, bear down.
You've been listening to KIEQ on the Mic, a podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Thanks, guys, and bear down.